Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we're going to begin a very short series of some beers from MarketBrewing and a little information about them. Market is located in Nagoya, Japan, which is, I guess you could say, Japan's kind of third city after Tokyo, Osaka. Tokyo and number one, Osaka number two, and then perhaps Nagoya is the third largest city. And Market started in 2014, and that year they were named the best new brewery by RateBeer, RateBeer's best selection for 2014. As the best new brewery in Japan. They started out with a lot of buzz. I remember the first time I saw them was at the Kyoto Craft Beer Festival, and there were a lot of people talking about them. And the name comes from the Yanagibashi Market, which is where the brewery, the original brewery and brew pub were located. So why Market Yanagibashi? And the brewer is quite well known in Japan craft beer circles. His name is Kachi Makoto, and he had worked for a brewery called Kisoji in Nagano, a much less well-known brewery in Nagano Prefecture. And quickly he hired a brewer named Nakanishi from Ise-Kadoya in Mie, and together they've just taken off. They started out with a kind of a small system, and in 2018 they opened up a much larger new brewery. And if you go onto their website, you can see a whole list of all the brewers that they have made. It's quite extensive with information about all of them as well. And they do have an online shop. You can buy from them online as well, and I have done that in the past. Okay, well, we're going to look at 3 different beers from them. Let's get started. All right, and now we will look at another beer from Market Brewery in Nagoya, Japan, and that is this one. It's called Market Lupulin Nectar. And lupulin, as you may or may not know, is the bittering element in hops. It's generally shown as a kind of orangish, waxy substance between the leaves of hops, and that's what provides the bitterness or aroma or whatever. And this is a 7.8%, 19 international bittering units. It's a New England style IPA. Does it say that? Yes, it does. It says New England double IPA, so 7.8%, pushing it up to the double IPA level. And on RateBeer, this one has 9 ratings, an average of 3.86 out of 5. Untapped, 860 ratings, an average of 4.0, a bit higher. So Untapped users apparently really like this beer. There's a lot of ratings for it. I've had this before. I gave it a 3.7. This is about a year and a half ago or so. So we'll see how it is now. Okay, so they have a nice green can design, which kind of, I think, is mimicking the overlapping leaves or petals of the hop flower. If you see hops, they have, they are cones, and they have this kind of overlapping petal character. And so let's give this one a go, shall we? Double IPA is one of my favorite styles. New England IPA, I can take them or leave them, but they are, of course, the style du jour or du an or du decade, perhaps. Okay, it is a typical hazy, sort of unfiltered apple juice color with a nice half a finger of kind of fluffy, a little bit sloppy white head, diminishing quickly. Try the aroma. Okay, it does have this rather sweet, flowery nose, kind of typical of New England IPAs. peaches, pears perhaps, something like overripe apples. Okay, this does have a kind of sweet, slick, sort of juicy fruitiness to it. And the typical adjective applied to this style is juicy. And one of the reasons why I don't really care for New England IPAs all that much is that it reminds me of like a children's citrus drink with alcohol added, and maybe more body perhaps, but really, a lot of New England IPAs don't seem to vary in terms of their flavor characteristics whatsoever. I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit harsh, but in any case. Yeah. I don't know what it really to say. It's got the juicy fruitiness. It's got the very mild hoppiness and the alcohol to kind of warm your throat as you drink it. I mean, it's more or less a good regular New England IPA with it amped up a little bit to 7.5%. So you may want to give this one a try. Yeah, I have had it before and had it again. I don't think I would rate it any higher than 3.7 this time, but you may want to give it a go. Once again, it's called MarketLupulinNectar, a New England IPA, 7.8% in 19 international bittering units. You can get, if you live in Japan, you can get Market's beers online easily, and on their website you can see the vast variety of beers that they have produced, and it's quite a few. Okay, that's it for today. Take care. Bye-bye.